Hello, everybody. This is Debbie, from Teacher Success Coach. It's been a while since I've actually done a live. I had a bit of challenge with Facebook. So as a result of that, I wasn't able to come live. I wasn't able to access anything at all. Hence the reason why there was a period of absence. But now I'm back. So I'll be coming back on, as regular as I was before. Okay, the two things I'm going to be talking about. One of it is today have been my last day of teaching for the academic year. I had my last session today teaching psychology to my students. I was doing intervention. Some students needed intervention because in terms of their results, etc. So we have been doing intervention, and today have been my last day. I'm done until either end of August or early September. I am so looking forward to that. Oh my goodness, I am exhausted. Teaching is fun, teaching exciting, but teaching is also very, very tiring. And this year have been another challenging year, another tiring year. It's been really exhausting, but at the same time, I had fun. I've made a difference. I've made impact on my students' life. My students have been my teacher. I've been my students' teacher. It's been fantastic, but boy, oh boy, am I tired. I am exhausted. So I'm looking forward to 6 weeks off to an extent, but I'll be, coming in here doing my business. So it's 6 weeks off from the physical classroom and teaching students, but it is 6 weeks that I'm getting my business, I'm coming, doing my business, right? So there's where I am. I'm really grateful that I've made an impact on the students this year. Also, I've learned a hell of a lot. It's been extremely exhausting. We have, as educators, we also find ways to do things differently from what we did last year, etc. It's all been exciting. It's all been lovely. But it has all been extremely, extremely, extremely tiring. Yes, I know all jobs are tiring. Before you guys tell me that I know that. But you know what? I've done a lot of jobs. But teaching is one of the most tiring jobs because it is a vocation and you're always teaching. You never stop teaching. So even when you're walking down the street, you're seeing resources that you're going to be using for your student to make your teaching better, to empower your student, to empower your colleagues. So as a teacher or an educator, you're always an educator. Your head is always looking for resources to become a better teacher so that you could actually empower your student a lot more than you're already empowering them. So yes, this year was yet again another challenging year, but it was a fantastic year. I have learned a hell of a lot, as I said, how I do things very differently, and going back into the physical classroom. It was fantastic going back to the physical classroom because we needed to go back to the classroom. Because online is nice. I've learned a lot online, but boy, oh boy, isn't it challenging? Some of the students are not engaging. The students are all over the place. They wanted to be back in the physical classroom. And we see that the physical classroom have made a difference to the students in terms of their well-being and in terms of their academic factor. So those two areas. However, we know that on the online platform, we could not have helped it because that's the way it was, etc., etc. But the physical classroom was brilliant, and some of the things we actually took from the online platform, we brought it in the physical classroom. So it had made a difference in terms of in the last few weeks having to teach hybrid, which means that teaching in the physical classroom while still teaching the student online. That's the skills that a lot of educators have gained, which was, if COVID was not around, we would not have gained that. Okay, so those are the things I'm grateful for, because I'm tired. The rest that is coming up, the breakaway from teaching, the breakaway from in the physical and in the online classroom. As I say every day, what I'm grateful for, the fact that I'm alive, and an opportunity to fix the things that I messed up the day before, an opportunity to make a greater impact on my student, an opportunity to know myself a lot better than I did yesterday, an opportunity to be a better individual, right? So every day I'm grateful for the opportunity to do things that I didn't do the day before. I'm also grateful for the fact that my family, my friends are around, and the support, etc. It is so important that we demonstrate gratitude on a regular basis. Too often we take things for granted. We should not take things for granted. We should not take people or things for granted, because they're here now and they're not here tomorrow. We need to be more appreciative of each other. We need to be more supportive of each other. We're not doing enough of that. We are a little bit too self-centered and selfish. Okay. What's my win? Oh my goodness. My win is wrapping up my final session of teaching for this academic year. That's one of my wins. Another win is I've actually got the student to understand a lot more about the subject I've been teaching them in the last few weeks, which was psychology. So I've actually got them to really understand psychology. And when a student actually go up on the board and start writing on the board what he've understood from that session, whoa, that's an aha moment for me and the student. So that's my win, because I got the student this afternoon to summarize what they've understood about psychology, and they were actually writing their understanding on the board, and they were making the connection. So that was a real big win for all of us, the students and myself, because when the students win, the educators win also. And as I say to my student, I don't want them to be like me. I want them to be better than I am. So, that's one of the things I constantly tell my students, because being like me, it's not good enough. You need to be better than your teacher. So that's my win for today. Anyway, guys, have a fantastic evening, night, morning, where you are. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm a little bit tired today. I'm tired because I'm excited. We finished the academic year. And yes, it was challenging, but we finished with a bang. And we finished in terms of the fact that we empower our students. And I do feel that educators out there, we've done a good job. Yes, we've done a fantastic job, because we had to do the exams. We had to prepare the students for the exam. We had to set the exams, and we had to mark the exams. So when you look at all of that, educators, guys, we've done a fantastic job. It doesn't matter what anyone else say. We need to be firm in our conviction, and we need to believe in ourselves that we've done a good job. The results are coming out. Oh, what month is this? This is July, August. Oh, my A-levels are coming out next week. The GCSE come out, and it's like the anxiety, because one of the anxiety is how would the student be with the results? Are they going to, would there be a lot of complaints? Would there be, what would it be like? So as educators, we are also anxious in terms of the result coming out. So it'll be interesting for me to see how my students next week, my A-level group, I know my GCSE group, sorted, but my A-level group, let's see how they actually, embrace the result next week. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. Have a great evening. Take care. Love you guys. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.